We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball. Next on the show. Jason Hamill gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, he's had a number of starts. Finally won his first game in his last outing. He'll be looking to add to that total here.
Starling Marte makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. High pop-up. Rizzo is there for it. He's got it one away. And here's Clint Hurdle's starting lineup for the Pirates in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, you know, guys, I think this one could be a slugfest. If you get to the starter early and you continue to beat up on that bullpen, goodness, you could score a ton of runs.
Gregory Polanco will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. And he lays off there, 1-0. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, and this game's not always that hard. You hit the ball, you throw the ball, you catch the ball, but lately they haven't been doing any of the three particularly well. That's going to need to change, and soon.
One out, nobody on. Hit in the air to right field. Hayward on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively, doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands. He's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy of his size.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And Zobrist will make the catch, and that'll be that. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Francisco Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Polanco is in his tracks now, and very quickly one gone. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, you know, a key guy for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Jason Hayward will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Andrew McCutchen out there in that outfield. Man, he can play. Does a lot of things defensively, can go get the ball, covers a lot of ground, and has a pretty darn good throwing arm as well.
Chris Bryant gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Well, we might see a couple of double takes from hitters on pitches down at the knees, maybe even below the zone. Sometimes he tends to reward guys that work down.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Polanco. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Jung-Ho Gong makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Third baseman, Jung-Ho Gong.
Hamill into the wind. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
High and deep to right center field. Back goes Hayward. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Solo shot to right center, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Francisco Cervelli.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Takes this the other way to right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. John Jaso stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And they can't run it down. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. He's around first on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Batting 7th.
Wow. And how he managed with that swing to wind up with a double is beyond me. Hey, that's baseball.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Well, you see there on the graphic, that gives him 5 doubles now on the year. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it. It's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Standing in now, Sean Rodriguez, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out toward right field. Hayward gathers it in. Here comes the runner for the plate. Oh, and Hayward shoots off the cannon. He is out at home plate. But the Pirates are on the board first thanks to this home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. One away.
Well, they might have been looking for the outside part of the plate there, but this one comes right back over the middle. So, I mean, he's lucky to get out of this with just a pop-up.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball one. Still struggling at the plate with an average well under 200. No home runs as of yet, and 5 driven in. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. On the ground to the left side. Gung's able to get there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First offering on its way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Francisco Liriano set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
High and deep to straightaway right. Hayward racing back to the track, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Starling Marte in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
And this one runs up high, ball one.
Oh.
2-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
High and deep to right center. Back goes Fowler, still ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Starling Marte. And that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed of leadoff hitter. You know, it used to be that your leadoff guy was a guy that might hit 3 or 4 home runs a year. But nowadays, managers are realizing, hey, my leadoff guy is going to get more at-bats than anyone else in my lineup over the course of the season. So why not put a better hitter up there rather than just a punch-and-Judy guy? And that certainly worked out for him right here.
Here's Gregory Polanco. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fowler has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now, you know, even though he's given up 2 home runs, he's only down 2-0. I mean, his guys can get that back in no time. Even though he probably doesn't feel too good about things, he's still very much in this ballgame.
Digging in, Andrew McCutchen. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Hamill gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1 for the Pirates, courtesy of this swing by Starling Marte. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Addison Russell will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
They're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch of the at-bat. And Liriano with the tough slider there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
David Ross gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That misses. 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Too tight with that one. 3-0. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, taking all the way right there. You better be taking 3-0 after he walked the previous guy.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
There he goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. A tag from Rodriguez, and they got him at second base.
Batting ninth.
Well, they put the runner in motion on that 3-2 count, hoping to stay out of the double play. But instead, on strike 3, he winds up running right into the double play at second base. Sometimes you just can't win.
Stepping in now, Jason Hamill. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Cubs are down quietly. They're down 2-0. Jung-Ho Kang is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Hamels is ready. First pitch on the way. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Hayward. 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Francisco Cervelli stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Up next for Pittsburgh, first baseman, John Jaso.
John Jaso walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner or this guy will eat you alive.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
The 1-2 pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Pirates leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Dexter Fowler will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And right back at it is Liriano as he gets ahead on the first pitch of the inning here. 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Chris Bryant digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Three and 0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, two-way, you're just looking to get on base somehow, especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So, at the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more pitches here.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Lifted the other way out to left center. McCutchen is under it, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Sean Rodriguez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Second baseman, Sean Rodriguez.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
High in the air out to center field. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Francisco Liriano is into the box for his 2nd appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Very weakly on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Starling Marte comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Gregory Polanco will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And every hitter knows you're going to see more fastballs when you've got good speed over there in first base. And that's exactly what he gets here as he drives this one. And, of course, because of that speed, that runner's going to come all the way around and score from first base.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Into the box now, Jung-Ho Kang. Swinging a rocket to third. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Cubs nothing. Ben Zobrist will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Liriano gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Now a fastball's hit in the air to straightaway center for McCutchen. And he's got it for the first out.
And, you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Into the box, Jorge Soler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, he's getting some good run on that 2-seamer. It's moving better than it was even a few innings ago.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Addison Russell will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, just looked like he pulled across that slider a little too much. Might have tried to overthrow it.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Francisco Cervelli makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Justin Grimm will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 52, Justin Grimm.
Francisco Cervelli will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th.
Catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Hit hard back up the middle, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
John Jaso will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Boy, he just basically went up and tomahawked that thing. Take a look at where this pitch is. That's not an easy pitch to stay on top of, but somehow he managed to do it, and now he's standing out there on second base right now as a result. Well, he should be laughing about that one.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Up next for the Pirates, second baseman, Sean Rodriguez.
Sean Rodriguez will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Adam Warren will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Sean Rodriguez will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Might be a little worried about a squeeze play. Corner infielders get the signal here to move in with less than 2 out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming on is Fowler. Makes the play, 1 away. And with only 1 away, no need to test it as he'll hold tight at third base.
That just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home. So that's probably a wise decision to hold at third.
Francisco Liriano will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, you know, that would have been a good spot to help your own cause, but I think any kind of base hit there would have been more of an accident than a real plan. I mean, he's in over his head, and it shows.
Starling Marte will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
You can't afford to get overconfident on the mound. You've got 2 of the 3 outs you need here, but this is still a very dangerous hitter. You're not out of the woods yet.
The 0-1. Oh, this is in the air to deep left field. And he's not going to get there. It's over his head. 1 run scores. 2 runs have scored. And he is in there.
Well, that's his 3rd hit of the game so far, and this one's a doozy. He's going to clear the bases out there with this one, and he continues to make his mark on this ball game. They just can't get him out.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
3 runs already home here. Pulled toward right center field. And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the Pirates 7 and the Cubs nothing. David Roth in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And Liriano's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Kyle Schwarber will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Schwarber.
Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Boy, he is just wearing guys out with that two-seam fastball. I don't care if it's inside, outside. He's really hitting his spots well.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
1 out, nobody on. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking for his 10th strikeout. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. All right, folks, montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Here's Dexter Fowler now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Hooking just foul by a matter of inches that time. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Lifted in the air out to right. Polanco giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. It's the Pirates 7 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Trevor Cahill will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Trevor Cahill.
And here is Andrew McCutchen now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
These guys have swung the bat extremely well in this one. They have to be careful, though, about getting comfortable. Still have to make every at-bat count.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Line to the right side. And that's in there, a base hit. So they get the leadoff man on to open up the 7th inning.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Jung-Ho Kang will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard liner toward short, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around third, here's McCutchen heading home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Francisco Cervelli ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. No one out with a runner at second. Tap fouled at home plate. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. No shortage of extra base hits as you see the totals there. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Here's John Jaso now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Runner at second here with one man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Here it comes, 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, and when you've got a guy going for a shutout, you may as well get him some more help. I doubt he'll need it, but they're able to add on for him here.
Jordy Mercer steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here.
And they'll kind of have to come right after him this time because there's no good reason for walking him right here.
I'm set with the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And this is what he needs out there right now. He has to find some confidence in those secondary pitches, and that's a good changeup there.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Sean Rodriguez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 2 out with the man at first. 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. It's the Pirates 9 and the Cubs nothing. Hayward will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Chris Bryant stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Liriano has his target. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Well, this is an important time for him to bear down. He's thrown the ball very well, but he doesn't want to let the meat of this order ruin what he's done so far.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Into the seats, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Marte is under it. And that ends the inning. Looks like Liriano's got it working now. His club will hit when we return. Francisco Liriano gets an opportunity here for a fourth plate appearance this afternoon, and, well, he's really earned it.
Well, he definitely has, Matt. I mean, he's been on point today and really held him at bay.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
And not only has he been dominant on the mound, he's now out hitting the opposition as well. It's tough to do much better than that.
So coming to the plate, Starling Marte. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Yeah, this fella, pitcher number 4 already, and it's starting to look like more of the same.
It doesn't look like he's going to be the answer either. Some days it just doesn't matter who you trot out there. They've hit everything in sight.
And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
Gregory Polanco will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Another base hit right there. Their third hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
Andrew McCutchen will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
This is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. 1 run is scored.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Into the box, Jung-Ho Kang, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate, but he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Francisco Cervelli ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Russell has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Pirates on top, 11-0. Ben Zobrist will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Ben Zobrist.
Back to him, and that's off his leg. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Jorge Soler, ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Liriano into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Boy, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano, strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Oh, that's a good eye. That's not easy to do, going from 0-2 to 3-2. Most guys, they get a little jumpy down in the count, but he's been able to wait him out.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
4 outs to go, and if he's feeling the pressure out there, he sure isn't showing it. He looks like he's just out there throwing a bullpen session or something.
Addison Russell will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Hit down the 3rd baseline. Going on the slide. It's there, and he's out.
Whew, no problem.
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail in this one 11-0. John Jaso will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time.
First baseman, John.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Hector Rondon will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. At the plate, John Jaso. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame.
John Jaso.
This is skied out to deep center field. Fowler ranging back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they just continue to pour it on here.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Here's Jordy Mercer now.
Number 10, shortstop.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Base is empty here with nobody out. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. Line drive to left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Around first, heading for second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
The batter, number 3.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his second hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. And you can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Standing in now, Sean Rodriguez, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Fastball called for strike two. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. A runner at second, nobody out. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has had a long afternoon, and it's going to be capped off by an 0 for 5 with a strikeout right there.
Francisco Liriano will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Rondon pauses. Here's the pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one. And with the no-hitter still within the realm of possibility, what kind of effort will we see here?
I'm saying not very much.
Ready with the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. They think that was intentional, and I've got to say, I think I do too. And now you see the home plate umpire coming out, and the message has been sent. He's going to warn both benches.
And that's the right thing to do. You don't want to see this thing get out of hand. So now both teams know, hey, from this point on, if it happens again, you're out of here.
One out and a runner on second base. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball three.
When you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and start throwing some strikes.
Runner at second here with one man out. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
When you got the count in your favor, 3-1, and you do this, these are the at-bats that you look back on and you think, man, I just gave away an out there.
Here's Starling Marte as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Two out here and a runner at second. This is hit high and deep out to left. Soler going back. Gone! It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game as this lead got even wider.
Well, it's just a little and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you could certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some right there. That's a two-run homer.
Here's Gregory Polanco.
Right fielder.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. You can see that first base dugout spring to life again, and I think this time the hammer's going to come down as the home plate umpire has seen enough of that guy on the mound. He's ejected from the ball game.
As well he should. I mean, when you miss that badly, come on. Who do you think you're fooling here? Certainly not the man in blue. He's seen all of this before, and he's going to put an end to it before it gets any worse.
Neil Ramirez will come into the game now and take over following the ejection.
Number 54, Neil Ramirez.
Andrew McCutchen will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and two away.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Taken high and deep to right. Hayward racing back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, number 14 on the season, as the blowout continues.
Man, goodness. This is just the second pitch that's coming on, and I guarantee you he was not looking to put it there. This is right in the wheel. He just didn't miss that one.
In now, Jung-Ho Kang. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. And guys, I have a strong hunch here that that's going to be the last pitch he throws. Out is the home plate umpire, and he's going to send our pitcher off to an early shower. He's been ejected from the ball game.
And that is some tough justice right there. But you just had to know that if you kept working that far inside, bad things are going to happen. And now we get to watch the rest of the game from the clubhouse.
Pedro Strop will come into the game now and take over following the ejection.
46, Pedro Strop.
Jung-Ho Kang will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
That's inside. 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
And this pitch is inside, and he can't find the zone all of a sudden. 3-0. Plenty of home runs to go around so far as you see the elevated totals there. Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco
Cervelli steps in looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Well, anytime you can put together a 3-hit game, you're doing something right out there, and we'll see if he can pull it off.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. 2-0 now.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Line toward the gap in left center. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Here's John Jaso now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. 2nd and 3rd, 2 away. Just a touch outside, 1 and 2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam and the side is retired. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Pittsburgh leads this one 16-0. David Ross will lead things off here in the 9th in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home 9, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Put yourself in the shoes of that man right there. What's going through his mind right now?
Well, I would guess he's trying to approach his 9th inning the same way he has earlier, but come on, we know his heart's racing. You just got to focus on the glove and trust what your catcher's calling, because he's done a heck of a job also.
Chopped foul right at home plate. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Grounded to 3rd. Gung's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Oh, and that's a big first out. And it's nice to get that first one out of the way. He's not home yet, though. Still 2 big outs to get through before it's celebration time.
Javier Baez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
In tight with the slider, 2-2. Struck him out. So now just one man stands between he and his no-hitter.
Oh, and this crowd is really going to be up and into it now. One out to go. Man, this is awesome.
Dexter Fowler will stand in now as he is the last man to stand in the way of possible history here this afternoon.
Guys, this is the kind of game every pitcher dreams about from the time they very first pick up a baseball. But he's not done yet.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here. Drilled down the line. And that's through for a base hit, and the no-hitter is gone.
Oh, and that is just heartbreaking right there. And I don't care which side you're on. You got to feel for the guy. 8 2/3 no-hit innings, and with the finish line in sight, it all comes crashing to an end.
Jason Hayward will stand in now, and on the mound with the no-hitter a thing of the past, the focus has to turn to finishing this one off.
Yeah, they'll let him keep going to try to maybe get that one-hit shutout. But he's got to be careful to avoid a letdown right here because he's not home yet.
From the belt, the pitch. On the move now is Fowler. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Oh, man. Well, I think we can all feel it. Just a little bit of a letdown here in the 9th inning. Well, it's so tough to take a no-hitter this far and then lose it in the 9th. But I guess it just wasn't in the cards this time.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. He winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout performance.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 16-0. So long from Wrigleyville.
The winning pitcher is Francisco Liriano. His record is now 3-3. The loss goes to Jason Hamill. He falls to 1-6. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. A reminder that extra southbound CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Addison Street Station, 1 block east of Wrigley Field. Northbound passengers are asked to board at the Sheridan Station. Post-game bus service will also be available on the 8 Halstead, 22 Clark, 152 Addison, and the 154 Wrigley Field Express routes.